Hey everybody, it's HeroicMizu here. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I wanted to cover the dorm system in Punishing Grey Raven. I've been playing this game for quite a bit, trying to get through all the storyline and basically beat 5-7, 5-8 in order to unlock missions in order to get my weeklies done. However, I kind of have been neglecting the dorm system for the most part and really just started to play with it yesterday. And I kind of want to explain how it works because although there was a tutorial, it wasn't really clear to me on exactly of what I needed to do first, so I kind of want to explain this to you. And if you already know how to do the missions, in the timestamp below you can skip to the end because there are some things that you can do in order to kind of maximize of how you can do your dailies better. So if you go to your dorm system, on the top right there's going to be a list of missions that you can access if you click on it, or press on it, tap on it. I'm playing on PC, so I'm going to click. So there's going to be a list of dailies here, and most of them are, actually all of them are really easy to do. So the first one, I have already completed it this morning. However, the second mission is basically the same thing. So in order to complete the first two missions, what you're going to do is click on the advance right here on the right. And what you're going to do is you're going to assign 3 different constructs to do dormitory chores. So you click on the first slot with the plus, there's going to be a whole bunch of constructs that you can assign. So in this case, I'm going to assign my top 3 constructs, the ones with full stamina. As you see here, it's going to cost my entire stamina, which is 100, and it's going to take 37 minutes in order to complete this. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see the coin output. What you want to do is always select the construct with full stamina, and over time your stamina will recover for each construct. So in this case, I'm going to select begin chores, and then it's going to take about 37 minutes and a half before we have to check on it again. So if we go back here, so we basically completed the second mission, and if you go back later on in the day, you're going to have to complete another set of missions as well. So that completes our first 2 missions. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to pat a construct 5 times. This one's really easy to do. So you just click advance. As you see here, my character Watanabe is sleeping, so if you just click on him, he'll wake up. Sorry, Watanabe. And then you're gonna click on him again, and then you click on pat. And what you can do is you can click on him, and then you can spin this in a circle, and eventually you pat it once. So it takes about 4 hours right here in order to recover another pat attempt. What happens is that every time you pat your character, you basically improve their mood. In this case, Watanabe already has full mood, so I'm going to continue to keep patting his head to complete all my attempts. So if you look at your missions, you already completed the pat 3 times. So you're going to have to pat your other 2 characters as well. So in my case, 2 of my characters were doing chores. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my second dormitory and I'm going to pat their heads. So here's Nanami. I'm going to pat her head. And then each character basically has like their own emote feature and animation. And then here's another one just for funs. So we're gonna go back and then check our missions, and then as you can see, pat a construct you can complete 5 times. Alright, our next 2 missions is to recycle decor once and craft decor. This one takes a little bit of effort, so we're going to have to click advance here. So to craft a decor item, you basically get sent to this screen, and you can click on the first slot. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on add type. And in this case, you can pick anything you want, whatever furniture that you want. And I'm going to click ceiling this time. And on this screen right here where it says beauty, comfort, and utility, you can assign point values to it. So the more points you spend, the higher the rate for rare decor. So in this case, I'm going to do 5-5. And I'm going to explain the reason why I'm doing 5-5 right after I craft this. So as you see here, you have decor coins. It's going to be 0. If I undo it, you're going to have max 10. So the max value that you can assign between these 3 options is a total of 10. So you have decor coins on the top right of your screen. In this case, I have 405. Don't worry about spending your decor coins because they're really easy to get from your dailies and you get quite a bit. So as you can see here, that's the max, and I'm going to build 5 blue, 5 yellow, and then you click on build right here, and then it takes about 5 seconds in order to complete this. So we're gonna wait, and then right here is my decor basically. So if you can see here is done, and each decor item has their own value that's assigned. So here it's beauty 36, comfort 84, and practicality 139. So the stats are randomized. So I'm going to hit claim. Basically it's just showing me my stats. There's no special effect for this decor. And what I'm going to do is, I don't really like this decor, so I'm going to hit recycle. In this case, it's going to give me 2 decor coins. I know we spent 10 originally. We can hit confirm. And then if I hit back, that basically completes our recycle decor once. However, we still need to craft 2 more times. So I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to build a table this time. And I'm going to put 5 red and 5 yellow. We're gonna hit build. Takes 3 seconds there. And I'm going to build another one as well. And I want a stool this time. 5 red, 5 yellow, and then we're gonna hit build. Alright, so I completed my computer desk. This one has no special effects, so let's close out of this. And the stool, no special effects as well, so let's close out of this. So if you look through your entire daily list, everything should be complete. The only thing that you might have to do again is your dorm event later on in the day, because it takes about 40 minutes for the cooldown to happen. So if you see here, these are decor coins. You get tons of them. So be sure to use the maximum amount of decor coins when you're crafting, because you might get rare furniture in return, so you don't have to worry too much about how many decor coins that you have. So I'm going to claim everything. So we're going to claim all our items. And then we're going to hit back. So the next thing that I want to explain in the dorm is how decorating works. So if you hit the decorate button on the bottom right, you can see what furniture that we own. So earlier I crafted that stool. So you can assign it anywhere in your room, and then you can set it. And then if you want to hit undo, you can click this button right here and then hit confirm. So basically that undoes all the changes that you made. If you like where it's set, you can hit confirm and then hit save here. And then now my layout for my dorm has been set. Alright, now that you completed your missions, the next thing you're going to do is, if you click on menu right here, you can access the shop. If you go into the shop, you're going to see 3 items right here. The first one being the coding sketch, the second one being the residence permit, and the next one being the coding sketch as well. However, the values are different. So this costs 3 dorm coins, the second item costs 3 dorm coins, and the third item costs 5 dorm coins instead of 3 that's discounted. I don't recommend that you buy this one. However, I do recommend that you buy the coding sketch for 3, and then if you can afford it, you can get a residence permit as well. I believe in the beginning they already give you 4 residence permits, and then you have to buy 1 in order to unlock the second dorm. So I always will try to maintain at least 3 so I can buy a coding sketch the next day. The residence permit, if I have enough, I'll be able to buy this as well. So you're going to have to balance it out on when you want to buy a residence permit versus when you want to save for coding sketches. The reason why you want to buy coding sketches is because you can trade this in essentially for skins. So I'm going to head to the main shop. So for the coding sketch, you need 25 coding sketches in order to buy 1 coding blueprint. And then you need 90 coding blueprints in order to trade it in for one of these coding skins. It's going to take you a while in order to save up 90 coding blueprints in order to exchange this for a skin. So you might want to do a little bit of research just in case they add additional event codings in the future. So you might want to do your research before you finally decide to spend 90 coding blueprints. Alright, let's head back to the dormitory shop now, and we pretty much covered a lot about the coding sketch and how you got skins, so let's move on to the residence permit. So essentially you do want this as well. You're going to have to balance it out between buying coding sketches and residence permits, because as you continue to collect them, once you get 5, if you hit back again, you can expand into more dormitories. So you can have up to 6 dorms, and by having up to 6 dorms you can have more constructs there. So it's very important that you can interact with your constructs, because once you interact with them, if you click on, let's say, dorm, they might have this blue icon on top of their head. So this basically means you should talk to your construct. And sometimes when you talk to their construct, they'll give you a gift, and the gift can be a dorm coin. So we're going to talk to Lucia right now, and she's going to have a couple lines from me. And she has a gift for me. Oh, and it looks like it's not a dorm coin this time. It's going to be a supply. She basically gave me a gift box. But that's pretty much it. Ideally, you would have liked the dorm coin, but you know, a gift is good too. But sometimes they also give you nothing. So you can unlock additional dorms here. And in order to unlock them, like I mentioned, you need 5 resident permits. So I only have 1 on hand, and eventually I'll be able to save up enough for 5. So if I click on here, it says that you need 5 of them total before you can unlock it. And as you continue to play the game, you're going to unlock more constructs, and with those additional constructs, you'll be able to have more chances in order to get dorm coins. Alright, now to explain the Decor coin shop. So this is fairly straightforward. For our first tab, which is the cyber decor, and our cafe decor, basically you can straight up buy the furniture pieces that you want to assign into your dormitory. So they only cost Decor coins, about 40 for every single piece here. And for the most part, you could just spend it. For the other 2 tabs of the shop, which is the cyber blueprint and the cafe blueprint, when you're buying blueprints, what you're essentially doing is you're going to take this blueprint and combine it with another furniture item in order to get the blueprints item. These cost 10 Decor coins, so they're quite cheap. I already bought a blueprint earlier, so I can show you a nifty thing that you can get while using blueprints. What you want to do now is you want to go to the build screen, and what you should do is click on the modify tab, and this is where you're going to use your blueprint. So this is where you can get really smart with how you do your dailies. So earlier I mentioned to you that you can craft right here random decor pieces. It kind of doesn't really matter if you're just doing the bare minimum. However, if you want to get really smart with it, what I found out is that if you click on modify and you click select decor, I'm going to click on my computer desk that I just built. And then with the blueprint that we just bought, which is an office desk blueprint, we can combine those together in order to get a random furniture piece, which is another office desk of the blueprint we just built. So what you notice here is the rating is randomized. So what you can get here is a C rank, which basically just gives you additional points in comfort, beauty, or utility. However, you can get higher tier, so you can get a B tier, and that gives you even more. But what you really want to be shooting for, if you get lucky of course, is a rank or a S rank, which is at the bottom. So they have tons of stats to it on top of these flat passive bonuses. So stamina recovery rate of all residents plus 10%, mood recovery rate of all dorm residents 10%. So this is not anything too game breaking. It's just kind of nice that you get additional bonuses. But if you really want to get smart with doing your dailies, what you should be doing ideally is you should pick the blueprints that you want, and then based off your blueprints, you should craft the item that matches the blueprint for your dailies. So if I wanted to do this again for the special refit, I'm going to click on the metal floor. And if I click select blueprint, that blueprint for the office desk is not even here anymore, because you can only combine the blueprint for the office desk with another office desk, or a computer desk in this case. So they kind of have to match for the most part. So if you get smart with this, you can craft better furniture. So I'm going to combine these two, and hopefully we get something nice. Hopefully I'll be happy with just A rank, but I don't know how low the rates are for it. So it doesn't cost too much. It only costs 2 Decor coins and basically the materials that we bought and created. So I'm going to hit refit, and then it says modify success. So basically I got a large table, and unfortunately it's the lowest tier. So in this case, you could keep this and just set it right now. However, you can recycle it as well. Although this is a good way in order to repurpose your furniture to try to get higher tiers, you should also try to keep a stash of Decor coins as well, just in case they release a different set of furniture that you want in the future. So on some days you might want to buy a blueprint in order to do this, and on other days you might totally skip this entirely. Alright, so that pretty much covers on how to get special refit gear and how you can try to chance your luck on trying to get higher tier gear. However, there's also additional thing that you should keep in mind as well in order to craft things. If you go to select decor, you can control the beauty, comfort, and utility aspects of the item. So we're going to use an example. I'm going to click on the floor and then I'm going to add points to it. So these points are somewhat useful because what happens is each construct has things that they like and that they favor. So beauty, comfort, and utility. So this is going to tie in with your dorm system. So if you have an additional dorm, what you can do is if you have enough constructs, if you click on members on the bottom left, you can organize constructs based on what they like. So based on Lucia, Watanabe, and Liv, they like yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. In Dorm 2, what I have is red, yellow, and in this case, red. So as you see here for my constructs, you can see that a lot of their mood is down. I have to pat their heads in order to increase the mood. However, this is where it may be good in order to try to get an A or S rank furniture item so that their mood improves. And I'm assuming if their mood improves, they'll be more often inclined to give you gifts as well if you keep interacting with them. Alright, the only thing that I left to cover, which is really quick, is basically one more tab in the shop, which is the black card shop. You should generally avoid this. You should be saving your black cards for pulls. The only time where I think you may want to use your black cards in order to buy furniture is if they implement some kind of exclusive furniture that has some really awesome stats, or you just really want this furniture piece that's event furniture. I don't know if they're going to do that in the future, so I hope they don't, but that may be the only instance. If you click back on the dorm screen, the only thing that I didn't really cover was the rest of the UI, and if you look on the bottom of your screen, it's pretty straightforward. So you see on the bottom right, it says members. You can see all your constructs there and what their status is. If you click on the bottom right again, you can click on chores and you can see you can access the chores screen right away. If you click on warehouse, you can see everything basically, which is all your items that you have for your furniture, all your constructs, and for your blueprint. I don't know why it's separated out like this. They could have just made this all into one UI, but it is what it is. And that pretty much covers everything for the dorm. And if I have anything wrong, or if you have also some additional tips, let me know down in the comments below, because I would sure love to learn more about this game and how to kind of optimize my dorm. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope I could have helped you with the dorm system, and if you already knew all this, hopefully some of my tips in order to optimize it even further may have helped you. And if not, then sorry. But thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw and you want to see more things in the future from me, click that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.